right now.
You spit in my face. Get that gun out of your hand, you
I'm a goddamn Connecticut State Trooper.
I don't care who you are.
Right now.
You spit in my face.
Get off my property right now.
You're going to jail now.
Get
Look
off
at
my
this.
property
Look
right
at this. He spit in my face. You said you're
right
going
in
to jail.
Face.
It's all being recorded.
I don't care.
I know you don't care.
Because
you don't face any consequences. Don't
this is
spit in
the
my
biggest
face.
mistake you ever made.
No, it's not.
This
is the biggest mistake you ever made. Look at the gun in his hand. He spit in my face. I want him arrested.
So we went through the assault statute, and there's nothing that specifically states that spitting on somebody is an assault. Turn around for me.
A man stands in a driveway holding a camera. The man across from him used to run the pistol permit office for the Connecticut State Police. He leans in, he spits, and then he draws a gun. Now watch what happens next, because this is the part that should stop you cold. Of the two men you just saw, the one who gets arrested, the one charged with a felony, is the man holding the camera. I'm George Graves. I'm a criminal defense attorney, and this is not the clean hero and villain story the internet wants it to be. There is a gun, there is a spit, there is also a felony charge against the journalist and one of the rarest rulings in police accountability law sitting right in the middle of it. For the part about that gun, I brought in my brother. Watch the footage first.
I'm Matthew Graves. Before I went to law school, I spent years on patrol. I made the stops. I wore the badge my brother never did. So when a man with a sidearm decides to pull it on somebody holding nothing but a phone, I can tell you exactly what that is and what it isn't. George knows the law on it. I know the chair that man was sitting in. Stay with us.
That man with the camera is Sean Paul Reyes. Long Island Audit. More than 1 million people follow him filming the outside of government buildings, which, from a public sidewalk, is almost entirely legal. Hold on to that, because that right is the thread that runs all the way to the federal courtroom at the end of this. This did not start in that driveway. It started 4 years earlier. In 2021, Reyes is filming outside Connecticut State Police headquarters, and a sergeant comes out to deal with him. Bryan Fahey, the man who supervised pistol permits and firearms licensing for the state. Watch what he does with the phone. Then it happens again in 2023. Same auditor, same sergeant. Remember both of these. A federal judge is going to... But before I get into the law, I want my brother on this footage first, because he spent years carrying the same kind of badge that Sergeant did. Matthew.
Let me tell you what I see when I watch a sergeant grab that phone. I see territory. You spend enough years behind a badge and a camera in your face starts to feel like a challenge instead of a right. I get the impulse. I felt it. But understanding it is not the same as defending it, and I'm not going to defend it. I never once had the lawful authority to rip a phone out of a man's hands for filming the front of my own station. Neither did he. George will give you the case law. I'm just telling you, from inside the uniform, there was no version of that where the sergeant was right.
That is the man who actually wore the uniform talking. Now here is the part the easy version leaves out. By July of 2025, this is a war, and Reyes does not just show up with a phone. He brings a billboard truck, parked outside Fahey's home, playing their past run-ins for the whole neighborhood. That is a different thing than filming a police station, and it matters for everything the prosecutors did next. A public building from a sidewalk is about as protected as speech gets. A truck at a man's private house is a much more aggressive move, and the law treats your home differently than a public lobby.
So we are here today, as you can see, to peacefully exercise our First Amendment right to protest and resist tyranny, and also to investigate allegations of corruption that has been made against Connecticut State Trooper Sergeant Bryan Fahey. As you can see behind me, Sergeant Bryan Fahey is no stranger to tyranny and corruption. Let's get into it. Now, as far as the allegations being made against Sergeant Bryan Fahey, I was told through an anonymous tip that he is receiving fraudulent overtime every single year. Now, that was strange to me because Sergeant Bryan Fahey, as we know, is the sergeant of pistol permits in an office. How does he receive overtime to begin with? Isn't it a 9-to-5 job? So I did some investigating, and Sergeant Bryan Fahey makes over $200,000 a year. Now get this, $75,000 of that $212,000 to be exact comes from overtime. $75,000. How can this be? Does he stay late when they're closed after 5 o'clock? Does he go back on the streets to patrol? I mean, I was told by my sources that he was kicked out of patrol and he's a danger to the community. That's why they have him working in the office. But to get $75,000 in overtime every single year from a desk job, it didn't add up. So as always, you always want to be on the lookout for any no trespassing signs, restricted area signs. I don't see why there would be in this neighborhood here, but You know, we just want to ask some questions, see what's going on with this overtime allegation. Hopefully he answers us. It says here, the Faheys, looks like we're in the right spot. Again, there aren't any no trespassing signs. We're just coming in peace to ask some questions. Oh, I'm currently being recorded, his Ring camera said.
Can I help you?
Hey, Sergeant Fahey, how are you?
You gotta get off my property. It's posted no trespassing.
Nope, there is no posted sign.
Yeah,
There's no
right at
problem.
the end.
Do you have any, let's go. Do you have any comment on the allegations that you are, I am moving. Do you have any comment on the allegations that you are receiving? Couldn't even get the question out. Ladies and gentlemen, he was so angry. Couldn't even get the question out. He says that there's no trespassing signs. Let's see. Let's see if there's no trespassing signs. What a coward. He can assault me in broad daylight while receiving taxpayer money. But the minute an independent journalist comes to his home, and he's probably gonna try and get me unlawfully arrested now. As you could see, I moved back his camera that says—
So Fahey comes out, off duty, plain clothes, on his own phone, and the auditor's camera catches all of it. He spits in Reyes's face, and he draws a pistol. What that gun coming out actually means, a trained response or a crime, is not my call to make first, it is his. Matthew carried a weapon for years. I never have. Take it.
Film this guy. You're crazy. What do you think I'm doing, you psycho? You have a weapon in your hand? What are you doing? What are you doing? I don't have any weapons. I'm a journalist. What do you think I'm doing, you psychopath? What do you think I'm doing?
Now. Get off
What
my
do you
property
think I'm
right
doing?
now.
What do you think
Get
I'm
off
doing?
my property right now.
I'm off your property.
This is my property.
Well, do you see me
All
not
the way
moving?
to the cul-de-sac.
Calm down.
Get off my
that gun out
fucking
of your-
property.
This is the moment everybody argues about, so let's actually do it right. If you put a uniform on me and send me to a call, and a man closes distance on me and I believe he's a threat, drawing my weapon can be a trained, lawful response. There's a whole use of force continuum built around exactly that. I've drawn a weapon in the line of duty and it was justified, and I do it again. But that is not what this was. Look at the picture. This man is off duty in shorts, standing in his own driveway on his personal cell phone. There is no call, there is no dispatch. There is a guy with a camera and a truck and nothing else, no weapon. Reyes says it out loud. I'm a journalist. I don't have any weapons. So I'm not going to give him the cop excuse, and I was a cop. When you take a firearm out and point the situation at a man who is holding a phone off the clock in your own yard, you are not an officer using force. You are a citizen brandishing a gun. And the part that still gets me, this man's actual job was running the office that decides who in the state is responsible enough to carry one.
My brother and I land in the same place on the law from different chairs. He gets the human fury of a hostile camera at your own door. Fine, but I don't bend on this. Connecticut's second-degree threatening law punishes using a physical threat to put someone in fear of imminent serious injury. A drawn pistol pointed at an unarmed man is the clearest version of that there is. There is no clause that says, unless you were really annoyed, and
But if somebody came onto your property,
And that's the question?
well, so if somebody came onto my property and I didn't know them, then I would be a little upset about it. But, and I don't know.
So
that
do you
he
get
knows
do you
it.
get mad? Do you get mad at a
I would
Jehovah
tell you-
Witness?
I would. Well, no.
Do
I
you
just tell them,
do you
no.
pull out a gun on a Jehovah
No, I
Witness?
say no, thank you. Please leave.
Right.
Right.
And they leave.
Did-
right?
did you
do you
leave?
pull out your gun? Yes. And do you pull out your gun and
Sound
spit in their
like you
face
Sounds like you're trying to question them
as I'm leaving?
as you're leaving.
Right. You can do two things at the same time,
Sure,
officer.
you can do all.
You could do two things at the same
Do
time.
whatever you want. But if somebody came onto my property and asked them to leave, and it sounds like you weren't leaving.
No. You're. This is why
I'm trying to
I have
figure it out.
multiple cameras. He has a
my
camera.
on.
No,
He
but-
has his camera
but
on, like,
you're.
we all
But
got
you weren't
cameras.
here. This is you're missing the point.
Okay. do
You're
you
missing the
wanna show me
point.
Do you want to show me the footage?
I can show you the footage,
Show me-
but
you got the
but
footage?
wait, I can show you the footage. Go ahead. Actually, you know what? We'll see what he says, because I want him to write a report and be a liar and then go to jail for that too. He spit in my face. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
What if somebody spit in your face? Do you understand? Right. He spit in my face.
But do you understand? I wouldn't want somebody on my property either.
I can ask, well, I have every right to go to his property and ask a question.
Okay, but
he doesn't have a right to
leave.
spit in my mouth, in my face, sir.
He asked you to leave.
And I began to leave immediately.
He just immediately just jumped.
He went back inside, got his gun. He's on the phone with 911 saying, I have a gun. As him and I are backing up, he gets in my face all the way down this driveway here, telling me, get off my property, get off my property. Then I threatened to kill him. I've never threatened to kill him. He's a liar, and it's all on camera, so don't make any false statements, you liar.
You're talking to me now, okay?
He's lied before on camera. He's lied before in internal affairs reports. He has said that he thought my camera was a firearm. He has said ridiculous things in internal affairs reports. I'm a journalist. I have every right to knock on anybody's door I want. The minute that they ask me to leave, I leave. That's it. I have every right, and I did leave.
Yet when the dust settled, the police did not charge the man with the gun first. The Groton Police Department charged Sean Paul Reyes, felony voyeurism, criminal trespass, breach of peace.
I'm not breaking any laws. I'm not doing anything.
True.
He just spit in my face.
Get over here.
Well, I didn't break any laws.
You in a second, okay?
For what?
Because
I haven't
we just
broken
got
the
a call
law.
for disturbance.
No, but
weapons on you?
do you have reasonable articulable suspicion I
Yes,
committed
I
a crime?
do.
What?
Yeah, I got
What is
all
it?
I got a call from a trooper.
That doesn't matter.
In his face, and there's a disturbance.
It doesn't matter. I'm a
Yeah, it
journalist.
does
I knocked on the door and
have
asked
weapons on you?
questions. No, I have no weapons
You
on
have
me.
weapons on you.
We have
right
a
there.
camera of mass destruction. I'm putting my camera down.
Don't move. Don't move until I get backup units. You can put it away.
What's your name?
Officer Romansky, it says right here. Nope, just stay right
He
here.
pulled out a gun on me for knocking on the door.
No, you're on his property.
I'm allowed to go on his property and knock on the door. Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
He
You got to learn the law, man.
No.
I'm a journalist. No, you got to learn the law.
Okay. Let's just back
I'm
up.
allowed to ask questions.
Sure.
I am.
So let me tell you why we're here.
What's wrong with you? I'm not doing anything. I have no weapons on me. I have nothing. You couldn't stop. He has the weapon.
Okay. Now let me explain something to you.
Yeah, no weapons. He has the weapon.
Recording. Okay. So here's the deal. So here's the disconnect here. Here's the difference. So we get a call from him. He calls 911. Hold on.
I'm not going to speak. I'm letting you speak.
Okay. When you call 911 and say you're
I'm
in a
gonna record,
disturbance
okay?
with somebody, we come code 3, like my lights were on.
You wouldn't do this for a citizen.
Yes, I would. We do
No,
it
you
for-
wouldn't. You're doing it because he's a state trooper.
No, we do
That's
it for
why. You're doing it because
citizens
he's a state
and-
trooper.
Okay, we do it for citizens every single. Okay.
Not like this.
Yes, 100%, all the time. If we think there's an active disturbance, then we respond code 3, which means lights and sirens, and we're in an emergency response.
Do you see the spit on my face?
I don't.
You don't see the
Really
spit on my
don't.
face? Well, I have it on camera. He spit in my face. I want him arrested. He spit in my face.
All right.
On camera.
Okay.
I want you to lock him up. He spit in my face. You understand that?
Okay.
If I spit in your face, what would happen to me?
Okay. Here, listen. Let's just.
I knocked on a door and he spit in my face. You can't do that.
Okay.
And now the uncomfortable part, because if I only sell you the half where Reyes is the hero, I'm lying to you. Those charges were not pulled from nowhere. Voyeurism, recording someone where they reasonably expect privacy, is a stretch for a man filming a public street, and I'll tell you in a second it did not survive. But trespass is about where your feet are, whether you were somewhere you had no privilege to be, on property posted to keep people out. And this is the whole case in one sentence. Where you are standing when you press record decides everything. A public sidewalk and a man's private driveway are two different legal worlds. That line, public versus private curtilage, when recording is protected and when it crosses over, is exactly what I break down in my book, Know Your Rights, Make Them Pay. The link is in the description, because this is the question that decides who wins.
Sergeant, how you doing? My name is Sean.
Tyler Dean. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir.
How you doing? I'm Tyler.
He's just a camera guy. He's just recording.
trying to be nice.
I appreciate that, Sergeant. Sergeant, I'm an independent journalist. I'm an activist. This is Sergeant Bryan Fahey here. As you can see, he's assaulted me, taken my camera multiple times. Right, he's a Connecticut State Trooper. He's a sergeant for the Connecticut State Trooper. He works in pistol permits.
Okay.
I got a tip that somebody said that he is currently cooking the books when it comes to overtime. Okay. So I wanted to get his side of the story, see why does he have $75,000 of overtime as a desk sergeant? Sure. Why does he have that? It just seemed, I saw it online and I was like, let me go ask him, and at the same time protest.
Yeah.
With my billboard truck here. I go up to his door, knock on the door. He opens it up. I start asking him questions. He says, "You're on my property, leave." I know the law. I immediately started backing up and getting off of his property while asking him questions still.
Was that like up the road?
Yeah, right up the road. He says there's a no trespassing sign.
Okay.
That sign just says private road. It doesn't say no trespassing.
Okay.
Again, I was on the lookout.
Here is the turn. Reyes was not the only one arrested that day. In August of 2025, the state's attorney investigated the sergeant, and Bryan Fahey was arrested too. Be careful because people online inflated this. Not assault, not a gun crime, disorderly conduct. Out of that same July confrontation, he was put on unpaid leave and has since retired. So now both men are in the same court system over 90 seconds in a driveway, and the rare part still has not happened, because Reyes sued, a federal civil rights lawsuit, under Section 1983, the law for taking a government official to court over your constitutional rights. And to see why the ruling matters, you have to know the wall that stops almost every one of these. Qualified immunity. An officer cannot be held personally liable unless the right he broke was so clearly established any reasonable officer would have known. That wall is why most of these die before a jury. On September 29, 2025, Judge Michael Shea ruled, and I have to be precise because the headlines got it wrong, he denied Fahey qualified immunity, but not on the gun, on the phone. Those 2021 and 2023 grabs for filming a public building, the judge said that right was clearly established, that a reasonable sergeant should have known, and that Fahey answers to a jury for it. And the honest other half, the half that tells you this judge was no activist, in the same ruling he granted immunity to a different officer on a different filming claim, and told Reyes he had defined his rights too broadly, not a court that hated police, a court that drew a careful line, and on the phone grabs, Fahey landed on the wrong side. That is what makes it rare. A surgical win, not a sweeping one. So where does it stand? The felony voyeurism charge against Reyes, the one I called a stretch, was dismissed. But he is not walking clean. He still faces a criminal trespass charge out on a $75,000 bond heading to trial. A court looked at that count and kept it alive. So anyone telling you Reyes was fully exonerated is selling you something. The man who drew the gun is retired and facing a misdemeanor. The man with the camera still has a trial in front of him.
Because at the end of the day, he came back, he went back inside his house as I'm leaving his property, which will clearly be seen on video. As I'm leaving the property, it's a long walk, so I'm walking backwards, making sure this man has assaulted me. Look at him. He has assaulted me multiple times. So if anything, he's the danger to me, but I always just wanted to ask questions. I'm not scared of him. So at the end of the day, he's in my face. I'm not going to do it, but he's in my face, inches from my face, and he goes, and he spits in my face. All of this is his DNA. He spit in my face, and I still didn't do anything because he has a gun in his hand, and I left the property, and then you guys arrived immediately, lights and sirens.
Three things to take from this. 1, the right to record is strongest in a public place filming a public official, and it weakens fast the moment you step toward a private home. 2, a badge is not a force field that follows an officer off the clock onto his own driveway. 3, qualified immunity is a wall, but it is not infinite. When the right is clear enough, it comes down. Every week, I break down a new police accountability fight and the settlements behind them for the members of this channel. It is called the Defense Brief, and those members are the reason I can keep making these. The link is below. This one I split with the man who actually wore the badge, so we close it the way we opened it. I'm George Graves. Know your rights.
And I'm Matthew Graves. I spent years on the other side of that camera, and I'll tell you the same thing I'd tell a rookie. The law doesn't care how the moment felt. Know the rights